Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Titty Dork, back again with another video. And today, I already know, man, you know ball. I think it's episode 5. Not much to say. Hit the like, drop a comment, share with a friend, and the titties never end. You feel me? You feel me? Roll the intro.
I got money coming, I got hundreds on me. Keep them ops running. I just smoked the op. You can keep it coming.
I know I missed it last week, but we got to talk about the NBA 75, man. I don't know why I didn't talk about this last week. I think this could be a good little long segment for this week, though. Yeah, let's look at my graphic really quick. So on the left of your device, you'll be looking at my players that I would add off the list, and on the right, you'll be looking at the players I would have taken off the list. Okay. Some interesting ones that you may see. Most people are like, who's Sidney Moncrief? Sidney Moncrief is one of the best defensive players of all time. A defensive guard. Defensive player of the years. He's got more trophies than Dame. He beat Jordan in a playoff series. I think he has a really well resume. I don't know how he's not even in the Hall of Fame, but Sid, the Squid, definitely deserves to be there. There's some wild ones that I'm going to stand by, because this was just my top 100 list. I took my 75, and I took all the players that were not on my 75. The NBA 75 has like one extra player because they have 76 players. But what I did was I pretty much took my top 100, lowered it to 75, and then compared it with the NBA's. And then I cut out some players off the NBA's, and I put in some of mine. So, like Lowry, for example, right? Most people are going to hate on the Lowry pick. And same with, I'm going to say the same shit about Vince Carter. Without these two, there's no basketball in Toronto, right? Lowry's been a good point guard, a good 18-9 for the last 7 years, right? 7, 8 years? Come on, man. Lowry's got to be there. Not just that, he's got his ring. He was a key part in that finals run. Probably the best finals run ever that I've seen. He did go quiet a lot of games, and that's to be said. But he's got a ring, something that some of these old head players like wouldn't be able to do in the modern NBA. And I'm not gonna use that for everything. Like I know a lot of these guys have accolades. Like one that most people I could see being bothered about is, where is he? George Mikan being cut out. Like to me, honestly, like bro, you dominated the 50s. I don't want to sound like DTP Entertainment, where they're like, oh, Cam Reddish is better than Kobe, shit like that. I'm not on that timing. But the 50s, bro, like you're not even playing when Wilt's playing. Like you know you're washed. Out of the players I removed, I think the highest one was Robert Parrish on my top 100 or Dame. It was one of the two. I know like Billy Cunningham, and like not Dolph Shays. What's the dude's name? Bill Sharman. Like I never heard of this dude. How come everyone's just talking about him now? I've never heard of Bill Sharman. Let's go back to my list though. Some players that I think definitely should be there. Powell. I don't know how Powell didn't make it. 2 rings. One of the modern what's the word? Not super team. Dynasties, I guess you could say. I don't know what most people qualify as a dynasty, but they won 2 rings against some nasty competition, you know? Like that was when the West was open and like any team really could come out of it. And the Lakers did twice, won 2 championships. Made it to 3 finals. Jimmy Butler, man. I think Jimmy Butler's finals run, if you look at the other list, the players I removed, tell me one of those has done something better than Jimmy Butler's finals run. Oh wait, you could say Dame in the bubble. He didn't make it to the finals though. They were playing in the same league. He didn't make it to the finals. Kyrie, bro, this shit is getting corny. Like, I love Kyrie. I love that he's standing by what he believes in. But for y'all to say that he got cut from the 75 because he's vaccinated is just stupid. When Karl Malone literally raped children, but because Kyrie Irving is anti-vax, he's not on the list. Y'all are bugging for that. That was crazy to me. And last dude I want to talk about is Clay. Like, I think the other ones are kind of self-explanatory. Klay Thompson should have been on this list, like, easily. I think I had Klay Thompson in my top 40, top 50, somewhere there. Klay Thompson is arguably the best shooter of all time. I wouldn't say so, but I think you could argue. I could argue it. I could argue a Curry fan that Klay's a better shooter than him. I would take Curry. Just saying that now. But Klay Thompson was, I'm not gonna say the defensive anchor, but the second best defender on those Warriors teams. So he's the second best shooter on the team, the second best defender on the team. This motherfucker is giving you 60. He's breaking all kinds of records. 37 and a quarter. Like, come on, bro. I don't get it. I don't get how you could take. And I'm going to keep picking on Dame because he's the one I know the most about. Like, these other motherfuckers I can't pick on because I don't know shit about them. But how could you take Dame's career over Klay's career? That just don't make any sense to me. How could you take Dame's career over Dwight's career? Over Draymond's career? Come on. Draymond changed basketball defensively. And I know Dame's done his thing. But I could do this with all these players. Rondo's got 2 rings and is one of the best passers ever. But no one even said a word about him being on the top 75. Which I think is crazy. I don't think he's a lock for 75. But I think it's crazy that he didn't get no mention. 2 rings. And honestly, like, we're going to talk about playoff Rondo. And I don't think, like, playoff Rondo is enough for a player to be 75 because he got a cool nickname. But this dude really impacted the Lakers' run. And if you, like, don't watch basketball, you could just say this playoff Rondo shit's a joke. It's not a joke. He hooped. And then with the Celtics, there's games where he looked like the best player on the court with 3 players who were in the top 75. I don't get why Rondo wasn't on the list. I don't get why Ginobili and Tony Parker weren't on the list. Like, how could the Spurs be that good for 20 years and only Tim Duncan be on the list? David Thompson, Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan. Do I gotta say more? Chris Webber. Chris Webber's kind of iffy. But again, like, I guess he's Dame level. Like, I wouldn't be mad at someone having Dame over Webber. So, like, I'm not going to be so strong on that. But, like, Vince Carter, T-Mac, generational players who got snubbed by Bill Sharman, Billy Cunningham, fucking Dave Bing, Paul Arzon. Like, what are we doing? I didn't get this. I think the NBA did a bad job with their list. I think either let people know you're not taking off the original 50, or take off the motherfuckers. No one cares about these old dudes, bro. Respectfully. Shout out George Mikan, though. And, yeah. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Before we get into this NBA segment, y'all seen the stretch marks, man. I think diet time is on the way. We gonna wait till after Thanksgiving, after Christmas, whatever going on. Big boy tings, 200-pound boy. You already know the vibes. Let's get into it, man. Y'all gotta remember, I got a 9 to 5. I also go to school, so I don't got time to watch every game. But I watched 3 games this week, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I seen from them. So the first game I watched overtime of the Warriors versus the Grizzlies. And what I picked up from that game is Steph Curry he hasn't been clutch all season, and he wasn't clutch that night. I believe the score was 104. I have it right here. 104-101. Grizzlies won that game. If we go to the box score really quick, Ja Morant had 37 and 5, and Curry had 36, 7, and 8. But again, just wasn't there in the fourth quarter. And his players couldn't help step up. Final score: Grizzlies won 104-101. I said that already, but I don't think I said Grizzlies won. That was a great game to watch. It was fun. It was interesting. Ja Morant took ankles at the end of overtime. Pretty lit. Great game. The next game I watched, actually, I only watched 2 games this week. Right? Yeah. I watched Suns Cavs. I bet on the game. I made 150. Shout out D Book for hitting my over. Um, Cavs lose 92-101. The key pickup I had from that game was it was interesting. So the Cavaliers didn't play Sexton or Mobley at the end of the game, which I thought was interesting. I think I like it. Like, I mean, I know play your players. You got to get them their reps. But at the same time, if they're not performing, you can't, like, you're not forced to play them, you know? Um, you want the best players on the court, especially for a young team, so that they can win games. Last thing I did want to talk about, I didn't watch this game, but the Bulls came back against the Celtics. And the key thing, like, we got to talk about the Celtics, man. Everyone's like, oh, don't overreact. Do not overreact about the Celtics. They're going to be good. No, you're not going to be fucking good, all right? Y'all need to go out and trade for John Wall. That's what I got to say about that. John Wall needs to come to the Celtics. Wall, Smart, Tatum, Brown. I don't know what a package would be. I think they'd have to give up, like, Langford and Naismith. I don't know what young players Celtics have. Maybe Grant Williams throw in there. Like, I don't know. It'd probably be picks oriented. That's what I think. Let me know. That could be a comment for the day. Let me know what's a trade package the Celtics have to get John Wall. I think that would be interesting. I want to roll this Marcus Smart clip.
Only so much I could do without the ball in my hand. I just sit and stand in the corner. We running plays for our best players. Every team knows that. They do a good job of shutting that down. And, we can't allow that. When they shut that down, we can't keep trying to go to those guys. We got to, abort that and, find another way to get them the ball in the spots that they need the ball. And like I said, for me, I can only do so much with just standing in the corner or when I come up and give the ball away. So, I do everything I can on the other end to try to combat that. I try to talk. I try to, make the plays, get those guys the ball where they need it, where they want it. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jayson and Jaylen. And every team is programmed and studied to stop Jayson and Jaylen. I think everybody's scouting report is make those guys try to pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. And that's something that they're going to learn. They're still learning, and we're proud of the progress they're making, but they're going to have to make another step and find ways to not only create for themselves, but create for others on this team, to open up the court for them later down in the game where they don't have to always take those tough shots or take tough matchups when they do get the one-on-one and then you bring in the trap. Just reading that. And it's something that, we've been asking for them to do, and they're learning,
Pretty much Smart's saying Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum, they got to pass on the ball, man. And he's right. I heard people on Twitter saying, like, oh, why give you the ball if you're shooting 20%? It's Marcus Smart, bro. Like, it's not like he's fucking Roberson in the corner, He's going to hit him. It's like he's going to shoot 20% if he's not getting the opportunity. I agree with him. And as a player, you got to trust your teammates. I mean, Tatum wants to be compared to Kobe. I don't get it. Like, I don't get how you could be compared to Kobe. When Kobe won his championships, or his last two, he was swinging the ball. When Kobe lost to the Pistons, it's because he was a chucker. They're throwing double, triple teams at Tatum, and he's still trying to get a shot off, and he's shooting bad too. So, like, I don't get why you could get on Smart's ass. I know Tatum's better than Smart, obviously. I didn't mean for that to go that long, but, like, that's just how I feel, man. I'm not saying Tatum isn't great. I know everyone thinks I hate Tatum because I said he's not a top 25 defender. But he's just, I don't know. I think he's really overhyped. I love Tatum. I do really like Tatum. Tatum's like, he's dope young guy. I love really every player in the league. But that shit pisses me off, because people want to have his dick in their mouth and not see what's going on. And they just want to talk crazy. But, we keep it real on the Ball basketball show. This week, for Team of the Week, I meant to put a shirt on before I did this, but here we are, man. We're standing up, all shirtless. My intro is going to be shirtless. I haven't recorded that yet, but you already know how we get down, man. Free the nipple. we got Team of the Week this week. But first, we got a small creator. Shout out my boy Mac and Cheese Jones on TikTok. And he also has a Twitter account. But the TikTok's what I'm highlighting here. I'm going to roll TikTok right now. So if you guys like that type of content, be sure to hit the top link in the description. Follow him on TikTok. Show him some love. That's my boy. He followed me on Twitter when I was at like 40 followers. We're at 3.3 now. You feel me? So like we're really here, you know? Big boy. Alright, let's get it. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna cut that out. At point guard, we've got the fucking bucket, bro. He's the truth. We got Cole Anthony. 31 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists game. He's been looking really good this season. People wanted to hate on him last year. I didn't. I like Suggs a lot, but I didn't understand them picking Suggs with their point guard situation. Hopefully they figured it out. I wish we got Suggs, but you already know. Josh Giddey, MVP, coming soon. At shooting guard, we got Brad Beal. He had 36 points and 6 rebounds. Good game from him. There wasn't a lot of crazy performances this week. OG Anunoby had 36, 6, and 2. OG. At power forward, we're playing DeMar DeRozan there. DeMar DeRozan's been a bucket all year. Hold up. I'm about to say something. Is DeRozan the MVP of the league right now? Y'all let me know. He could be. DeRozan could be MVP of the league right now. And at center, we've got Nikola Jokic had a 26, 19, and 7 game. Great game. Let me know if I did any snubs, if I missed anyone. Let me know on your favorite team who had the best performance this week so I can know, so I can be knowledgeable. I don't know enough about basketball. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Leave a like, drop a comment, drop a sub.